guys, so for today's Silver History Sunday, we have a pretty cool coin that I got recently. This is a 300 Guaranies commemorative coin. This coin is 72% pure and weighs 26.6 grams, making it about 0.62 troy ounces of silver. It was minted by the British Royal Mint with a total mintage of 250,000 coins. On this side we can see a distinguished looking old man, the word Stroessner, and the dates 1968 through 1973. This old man is obviously President and Dictator Alfredo Stroessner. This coin was minted in 1968 and was only minted for 1 year. It served as a commemorative piece to celebrate his 4th term. This makes him one of the longest ruling dictators in modern times, with a ruling position of over 35 years. Stroessner was an anti-communist who had the backing of the United States, and he was known for putting his friends and supporters in positions of power, which stifled out his political opposition. This is likely the only reason he held his seat of power for as long as he did. He was known to have his critics tortured and killed, so it was no surprise that a coup would eventually happen. In this case, it was led by his right-hand man Andrés Rodriguez in 1989. It wasn't until his 8th term that he was overthrown and put in exile to Brazil, where he lived the last 17 years of his life. On the other side of the coin, we see a seated lion with pole and cap. The words Paz y Justicia, which translates to peace and justice. We can see 300 Guaranies and Republic del Paraguay on the periphery of the coin. This coin was the only coin minted with the denomination of 300 Guaranies. The cap and pole is a symbol seen on many coins around the world. It is a symbol that originated back in Roman times. When Julius Caesar was assassinated, the leaders of the assassination plot placed a pileus, which is kind of like a skull cap associated with freed slaves, on top of a pole to symbolize the freedom of the Roman people from tyranny. So that's the symbolism we're seeing here. And the lion here is symbolizing command and strength. This coin also has edge lettering. The edge of the coin reads Centenario de la Epopeya Nacional, which translates to Centennial of the National Epic, which is kind of a phrase that this coin's associated with now. A fun fact here is that Paraguay was known to coin collectors around the globe as being a quote-unquote coinless country because they preferred to print paper money instead of circulating coins throughout the 20th century. They minted nearly 0 coins from 1953 to 1968, with the exception of this silver coin and some presentation gold coins. They eventually made an agreement with the Brazilian Mint to produce millions of stainless steel Paraguayan coins in 1975 to help reintroduce coinage into circulation. Another fun fact is that Paraguay is a landlocked country in South America, bordering Brazil, Bolivia, and Argentina. It is home to the Guarani Aquifer, which is one of the largest freshwater reservoirs on the planet and has many large rivers. Guarani is the indigenous language of the region, and its name has had its effect on the way things have been named throughout history on that side of the world. In fact, Uruguay and Paraguay take their names from the Guarani language, both using the suffix guay, where GUA is supposed to mean coming from or belonging to, and the Y stands for water. Both have used a version of the Guarani, the currency that this coin is issued in. In fact, the Guarani is one of the least valuable currencies on the planet, with one United States dollar being equivalent to 5,555 Paraguayan Guaranis. I have a not-so-fun fact, and that is that Stroessner was known for his brutality as a dictator. He would often drop his opponents out of planes, and he even harbored Nazis to the point where Paraguay had earned the nickname, quote-unquote, a poor man's Nazi regime. One of these Nazis was Joseph Mengele, who was known as the Angel of Death at the Auschwitz concentration camp. This coin is quite common and can be had for pretty low price in good conditions. Its history is pretty wacky, but it's an easy pickup if you're looking for a cheap, crown-sized silver coin. I appreciate you guys watching. This is kind of a shorter video, but there's not all that much to say about it. I just kind of wanted to show you guys this cool coin, and maybe you guys, if you see one, maybe you'll pick it up. Alright, take care guys.